Good evening. This is illustration number 13 from marginal costing, in which NN Limited manufacture is a manufacturer who manufactures automobile parts, that is the parts related to the motor vehicles. The following are the total cost of processing 2 lakh units. Below cost is given for manufacturing 2 lakh units. So these costs are incurred for producing these 2 lakh units, right? That means material cost is given to us, which is 375 per unit, and labor cost is given to us, which is 80 rupees per unit, and same variable factory overhead is given to us, which is 16 rupees per unit, and fixed factory overhead is given to us, which is 500 lakh rupees, right? So this is per unit cost is given to us for manufacturing 2 lakh units, right? Okay, sir. Sir, the purchase price of the component is 485. That means, sir, if we purchase the component instead of manufacturing it, then that will cost rupees 485. The fixed overhead would continue to be incurred even when the component is bought from outside. So this part of cost, which is fixed factory overhead, this would be incurred by us even if we are not manufacturing this, if we are buying this from outside market. That means this part would not affect our make or buy decision, right? So what is the requirement of this question? This question asks us two things, out of which first thing is, should the part be made or bought from outside, considering that the present facility when released following a buying decision would remain idle. That means first question asks us whether we should manufacture it or we should buy it from outside market. As well, it says that if we firstly initiated manufacturing it in our premises, then a buying decision would be idle. Then that buying decision would not be considered afterwards if we have firstly chosen to manufacture it in our premises. Okay. Now let's find out that whether we should manufacture it or we should buy it. So sir, per cost is given to us, per unit cost is given to us. Now buying cost is given to us, and manufacturing cost per unit we can also find out. So this is pretty simple, right, to find out that whether we should buy or make it. Sir, the buying cost is 485 rupees per unit. So if our manufacturing cost is less than 485 rupees per unit, then we will go towards manufacturing it. Otherwise, we will move towards buying it from outside market. So let's find out that what all are the per unit cost will constitute the part of manufacturing a part, right? So sir, material we will need for manufacturing the article, definitely. Sir, labor also would be incurred, right? So 80 rupees per unit labor cost will be considered. Now sir, there is fixed overhead, out of which we are having variable and fixed factory overheads. So variable would be considered here. Why? Because the variable cost is related with respect to the units manufactured, right? And this fixed factory overheads we will not consider. As this would not affect our make or buy decisions, because this fixed cost is definitely going to be incurred even if we are buying it from outside market, right? Okay, sir. So 471 is the cost of manufacturing a product, and 485 is the cost of buying it. So it is simple to know that we should buy it, because if we will buy, I'm sorry, that we should manufacture it, because if we manufacture it by our own, then sir we will save 14 rupees, right? Definitely, sir. So this is pretty simple. Now let's talk about the second part. What this says. Sir, in the second part, sir, in case the released capacity can be rented out to another manufacturer for 32 lakh rupees, having good demand, what should be the decision? So, as per the second part, sir, it says that sir, if the released capacity, that means the premises where we will gonna manufacture those automobile parts, is rented out to somebody else for an income of 32 lakh rupees. That is our rental income. Then what would be our decision? So this is pretty simple once again, because if we are gonna buy that product from outside market for 485 rupees, which is to be multiplied by how much? 2 lakh units, because we will manufacture 2 lakh units now. So this is 970 lakh rupees we will incur in total. sir, out of this 970 lakh rupees, we shall deduct how much? 32 lakh rupees. Why? Because we are buying this product from outside market for 970 lakh rupees, and we are getting 32 lakh rupees also, right, as our rental income. So our effective cost is not 970 lakh rupees. We are getting rental income because we are not utilizing that premises for our manufacturing purposes, right? So let me just reduce 32 lakhs from this, and we are getting 938 lakhs. So this 938 lakh is the effective cost of buying that product from outside market, and the cost of manufacturing that product. Because now if they go, we can only do two things: either we will use that premises for our own purposes of manufacturing, or we can rent out that premises to somebody else. If we lend out that premises to somebody else, then sir, the rental income would reduce our cost of buying that article, and accordingly our effective cost would be 938 lakh rupees. But what if we use that premises for our own manufacturing purposes? Then in that case our cost would remain same. That is how much this 938 is. What this 938 is our effective cost when we choose to buy that product. Now that 375 material cost, 80 labor cost, and 16 variable factory overheads constitute 471. If we multiply this 471 by how much? By 2 lakh units, then the effective cost is 942 lakhs. And when we have seen that, sir, we will purchase this, then we are getting 938. Then that means what, sir? 4 lakhs. This 4 lakh is the amount which we will save if we choose to buy that product from outside market, and also when we are renting out the premises for 32 lakh rupees to somebody else, right? So accordingly, sir, in first part our manufacturing decision is beneficial, and in the second part our buying decision is beneficial to us. Thank you.